Hey lovelies! Right, today I'm going to show you how to do contour and highlighting. I'm going to do the really extreme version, so like the Kim Kardashian. If you Google her and have a look at Kim Kardashian contour, you'll see that her makeup artist uses a very extreme kind of contour, and it's like a really yellow colour that they use on her because of her undertones really, and it's just to kind of bring out the best of that, and then the contouring just kind of sucks everything in. So the whole idea behind it is that anything you highlight brings forward, and anything you make darker recedes it, so it goes backwards. So if you've got like a big nose or a big jaw or anything like that that you want to kind of hide, then you can use a bit of contouring. Now, normal contouring, you can probably use like foundations. I'd go with one that's kind of one shade or two shades lighter and one that's one or two shades darker. And then you can also use things like powders, but then you'd use that over the top of a foundation. So I'll do another video showing you how to do a day-to-day look. But yeah, this is quite a faff about, to be honest. It's quite an extreme one to be going out every day, so I'd kind of just like save this for special occasions. There's no way I could be bothered to do this every day. So I'm actually going to do it with the creams because it's going under your foundation, because it is quite an extreme one, this one, and you'll see in a minute. So I'm going to use this, which is very, very dark, which is Coffee Walnut, and it's a sculpting cream by MAC, but as I say, just use a really, really dark concealer. And I'm also going to use my Mercier palette, and I'm going to use this yellowy white because that's the lightest concealer that I can find, because my skin tone's really light anyway. It's quite difficult to find anything that's lighter, just to kind of bring out those bits. So I'm going to take this brush, which is a bedhead one, it's a TG one I just got off eBay, and I'm going to start applying the really dark one. And it is going to look fairly mental for a bit, so it will look really weird. So, to bring in your cheekbones, I've already got quite high cheekbones anyway, so I tend not to contour my cheekbones because it makes me look a bit like I'm not very well and I'm just like a bit skeleton. But we're going to just start here and literally just do that. So yeah, looks a bit scary so far. And we'll do it again on the other side. And I'm curving it up a bit because I kind of want like the rosy cheek kind of effect. So that's what's going to kind of sink my cheekbones in. Then, if I wanted to kind of hide my jaw a little bit, my jaw's got a little bit of squareness here, we would just go with the dark. Bring that there. Now this extent of contouring is quite often used in drag to give like a really woman face shape, and I love drag makeup. It's amazing what they can do. And there's this you might have heard of like Ben Nye banana powder, that sort of thing, and that's sometimes used to put on top of a highlight to, what they say in the drag world, to cook it, just to kind of really set it in there. So if I had a really big chin and I wanted to shorten it, I'd put a little bit there, and then we'll go on to the nose. So we're going to go down both sides. Like that. And then if I wanted to shorten my nose, I'd pop a little bit on the bottom there. But if I wanted to bring that bit of my nose forward, I'd just leave it and then go over with the highlight. Now I'm going to bring this up into there. So yeah, it can look a bit random when you're first doing it. Then, if you've got a wide forehead and you want to kind of bring it in a bit, you would contour into your temples, which is this bit here. If you just feel where it goes in, that's your temples. And if you had a particularly high forehead, you could just go in along the top there as well. So yeah, I just look like I've gone a bit mental drawing all of myself. Then we're going to take the lighter one and make sure I've got a clean brush, which I haven't. I'm done. Right, and then I'm just going to go underneath here. So you can see it is actually lighter than my skin. So I'm taking it under my eye and I'm actually just going to bring it out like that. And you can still use your blusher and all that sort of thing with this, because you are going to put foundation on over the top. The idea is that you don't really see a contour. It's more just that you give that illusion off. You don't want to go around with like big stripes all over your face, which is, I know what a lot of people do with bronzers. They'll contour with bronzer and just like whack stripes all over. You want to actually make sure it's blended in. Okay, and then to bring my nose out, I'm just going to go straight down the middle there. And then what I'm also going to do is put some here, just to bring light to the centre of the forehead. So you want to start with a clean face, so I didn't have any foundation on before I started this. Then highlight around the corners of the mouth, because these are the areas that we want to make the most of. So if you highlight here and then there, that's going to kind of bring that area forward. I'm going to highlight my chin because I want to bring this bit forward too. So that's pretty much me drawn all over. And I'll get your foundation and get a brush like one of these two, because we're now going to buff a foundation in over the top. I'm just going to use my Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat, I can't remember what number it is, BR10 it is. And then when we blend it in, you want to use little circular motions, and you don't want to smudge the colours together, but you want to make sure that it's all blended out. So you kind of want to go in the direction that you've got. So you can see that that's blended away pretty nicely, but I've still got that kind of contour going on. So yeah, it is quite a faff about, really. for like a day-to-day thing, but if you're going on a photo shoot or like a night out, it might be quite nice. Because yeah, all the celebrities do it, like hardly any of them have got perfect faces, but a bit of contouring and highlighting can really help. And always make sure you bring your foundation down, because when you go and test your foundations, when you're trying to decide what colour to buy, always test it on your chest, not your jawline, because it's your chest that you need to match it to. So try and test it about there, where the sun hardly ever hits it, because you want your face to match your chest. Because then if people take pictures or anything like that, it'll make it really obvious that you've got completely different coloured face. So I'll take it right up into the hairline. And then there we go. So you can see where the contours are, and you can see where the highlights are. Now I don't like my skin to look dewy. I don't really like kind of the shiny, healthy look. I've got it all on my lips. So I'm going to go over with a bit of powder. So I'm just going to press some Mercier powder on over the top of it. These are my nails that I got done the other day. Really wanted some claw nails, so I had to try and get across to the guy in the nail place who was doing them. I was trying to explain how to do a half moon manicure, and he kind of almost got it. It's not quite right because it's not far enough down at these sides, but he did alright. So, Mercier powder, it's just the colourless one with a little powder puff in. I'm just going to press that across. If you've got any concealing to do, then do it before you put your powder on. And then that's it. So you shouldn't be able to see your contour. Your face should just look radiant and in the kind of shape that you want it to be. And then that's it. So if you fancy having a go, you can always send me links to your pictures and stuff on Facebook, and I'm on Instagram as well. And all the details are just in the bar somewhere. And then that's it. So I'm going to put another video up soon of how to contour over the top of your makeup, just in a much more natural way with powders and that sort of thing. But till then, here's a good quick look at my Avengers style headband, and then see you later. Take care, bye.